And if you could do this, it would make for, I think, a really, really good project. So to explain what I mean there, right? So what we're currently doing is we're increasing current expenditure. So we're increasing that day-to-day expenditure. And, so we're increasing things like social welfare payments, and we're increasing things like public sector wages. And we're doing that based off, our revenue as it is now, with this kind of really exceptional corporation tax income that we're getting. But if something was to happen that meant that, there was a change in like the global trading environment. So say like, Trump's tariffs had a big impact and multinationals left Ireland, or it made it harder to attract multinationals in the future, or there was changes to the global corporation tax rate regime that made Ireland was less attractive to multinationals. That might hit us very badly, meaning that like we actually don't get that corporation tax into the future and our revenue falls in the future. But we'll have committed to having paid people who work in the public sector more money. We'll have committed to have increased in social welfare. It's very difficult to undo those things. Like if you increase social welfare payments, if you increase wages of people who work in the public sector, politically it's almost impossible to undo those decisions. So where people are critical of the budget is they're saying, well, we've committed to increasing current expenditure based off this kind of fake income that we have. So this is how you could be using this. You could be pointing towards what happened during the external shocks and saying these things were really necessary. We had to do them at the time and we were able to stop them. But what we're doing now actually is even worse. Is that we're committing to increasing current expenditure based off, a kind of a false position of our income and our revenue. And it could just be a way that you slip it in, you show good knowledge of this topic, good knowledge of terms like current revenue, current expenditure. And as we work through the topic, you'll see how you might be able to work in things like contractionary fiscal policy and expansionary fiscal policy as well.